Before we begin, please hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you don't miss a single one of our upcoming videos. Earl Thomas Conley was an American country music singer-songwriter. Between 1980 and 2003, he recorded 10 studio albums, including 7 for RCA Records. In the 1980s and into the 1990s, Conley also charted more than 30 singles on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart, of which 18 reached number 1. His 18 Billboard number 1 country singles during the 1980s marked the most number 1 hits by any artist in any genre during that decade, excluding Alabama and Ronnie Milsap. Conley was born October 17, 1941, in Portsmouth, Ohio, to Glenna Ruth Davis and Arthur Conley. When he was 14, his father lost his job with the railroad, forcing the young boy to move in with his older sister in Jamestown, Ohio. He was offered a scholarship to an art school, but rejected it in favor of joining the United States Army. While in the Army, he became a member of a Christian-influenced trio. Now this is where his musical talent and vocal ability first became apparent. He then decided to consider performing as a serious career option. He shifted more deeply into the classic country sounds of artists such as Merle Haggard and George Jones. During this period, he first tried his hand at songwriting. In 1968, after his honorable discharge from the Army, he began commuting from Dayton to Nashville. It was in 1973, while in Nashville, he met Dick Herd, who produced country music singer Mel Street. This meeting eventually led to the Conley-Herd collaboration on the song Smoky Mountain Memories, which made the top 10 for Street. After his discharge from the military, Conley had been playing in clubs in Nashville at night, supporting himself by working blue-collar jobs during the day. In his early days before fame, Conley worked in a steel mill near Portsmouth, Ohio, until one day he made the bold decision to pack up and move to Nashville. Feeling that he wasn't making any progress in Nashville, Conley moved to Huntsville, Alabama. There he met record producer Nelson Larkin, who helped him sign with independent record label GRT in 1974. Conley released 4 singles on that label, none of which became hits. At the same time, he was selling songs that he had written to other artists, including Conway Twitty and Mel Street, who were having much more success with them. Conley returned to Nashville, now writing for Nelson Larkin's publishing house. In 1979, he signed a recording contract with Warner Brothers Records. 2 years later, he had his first top 40 hit, Dreamin's All I Do. He left the label in 1979 and joined Sunbird Records, where he again worked with Larkin. Conley found success with a top 10 and a number 1 single within the next 2 years. He continued to have success over the next few years, and in 1983, he was nominated for multiple Grammy Awards for his song Holding Her and Loving You. He set a record the following year as the first artist in any genre to have 4 number 1 singles from the same album. Don't Make It Easy for Me, released in May of 1983. Now, it was in 1986 Conley was credited with breaking down country music barriers in his duet with pop R&B singer Anita Pointer of the Grammy Award-winning Pointer Sisters. Their single, Too Many Times, the title track to his 1986 album, reached number 2 on the country chart. With the song, Conley also became the only country artist to appear on the syndicated music program Soul Train. By the end of the 1980s, Conley began collaborating with Randy Scruggs, son of banjo player Earl Scruggs, in the hopes that he would bring his music back to his country roots. His record sales began to drop in the 1990s as country took a more progressive turn, and Conley was dropped from his record label in 1992. He took a 7-year recording hiatus between 1991 and 1997 due to a number of factors, including vocal problems, disenchantment with record label politics, road fatigue, and mental burnout. He began recording again in 1998. In late 2013, Conley gave a telephone interview with Pop. Conley recalled that he may have been the only country artist to have appeared on the Soul Train television program, and went into detail about the string of hits Randy Scruggs and he co-wrote. In 2002, Blake Shelton charted in the top 20 with All Over Me, which Conley co-wrote with Shelton and longtime friend, songwriter Michael Pyle. Now, Conley died on April 10th, 2019, from cerebral atrophy. Okay, that's the end of our video. I sure hope you enjoyed it. If you like this type of video and want us to keep producing them, please like and subscribe. And as always, thank you very much for watching.